What is up, everybody, and welcome back to week 3 of my NFL and fantasy score highlights and recap series. I'm just going to run through these scores real quick. I'm trying to make this series shorter and shorter because a lot of you don't really like sports, and even though I want to continue doing these sports highlights and everything like that, I'm going to make them as short as possible to save me the trouble. This week on Thursday night, we had the New York Giants over the Carolina Panthers, 36-7. Was the Cowboys over the Buccaneers, 16-10. The Jaguars beat the Colts 22-17, and the Bills defeated the Browns 24-14. We had the Dolphins falling to the Jets 20-23, and it was the Saints losing to the Chiefs 24-27, and the Saints fall to 0-3. It was the Bengals over the Redskins 38-31. The Bears stomped on the Rams 23-6. The Vikings defeated the 49ers 24-13, and the Titans took out the Lions 44-41. It was the Falcons smashing the Chargers 27-3, and the Eagles losing to the Cardinals 27-6. Steelers fell to the Raiders 31-34, and the Texans beat the Broncos 31-25. Sunday night we had the Ravens defeating the Patriots 31-30, and last night we had the Packers beating the Seahawks, but the Seahawks getting the victory, 14-12. And if you didn't see that, then you don't know what I'm talking about, and I'll get to that in a second. I'm just going to go over the fantasy scores. I took my first loss in my fantasy league. I fell to the LAX Wigglers, and I get you the score here. I did not think I was going to lose. I can be completely honest with you, but I fell 87-78 for my first loss, and we are both 2-1 this season. It was the Goblins over Elite Status 76-51. Miss Potts picked up her first win over Team Spalding 96-78. It was Team Jadinsky over One Man Wolfpack 102-65, and the Hard Hat Honey Badgers over the Yellow Jackets 107-73. Dubs Destroyers took out multiple scoregasms 86-67, and the Bayou Bengals beat the Low Rate Hit Squad 96-88. And in the final game, the Dark Horses took out YouTube Money 90-63. There's only, let's see here, it looks like there's only one team that is 3-0, and it is Team Jadinsky. So congratulations, buddy. Okay, so we're going to get into my little rant here. I said I might do it. I said I might not. But when I woke up this morning, I was still just as pissed as I was last night about the Green Bay game last night. Now, as some of you may know, I'm a Steelers fan, but I do enjoy the Green Bay Packers. Because the Steelers are obnoxious and annoying most of the time, I tend to root for the Packers at least 75% of the time. So, as I was watching the game last night, it was an excellent game, even though Aaron Rodgers probably didn't show up like he was supposed to. He did play okay and got me some points for my fantasy team, so that's besides the point. That being said, last play of the game, the Seahawks have driven down the field. They have no timeouts, no time left. They have one play. They run a Hail Mary play. They throw the ball into the end zone. It's intercepted by Jennings of Green Bay. Tate on the Seattle Seahawks gets an arm on it. They fall into the end zone. The pile, everyone piles on top of him. And you find out that he has the ball underneath the pile. After watching the replay, you see that clearly Jennings has the ball. Clearly Jennings makes the interception. And clearly Tate has one arm on the ball while Jennings is catching it. Before he jumped up to catch the ball, Tate pushed off and should have been called for pass interference, but wasn't. And so he pushed off, got away with that, didn't catch the ball. The refs gave him a touchdown. Now, if some of you have been following football, you know that these are replacement refs, and you know that the real refs are on strike, and they're trying to negotiate a better deal and all this, and that, and the other thing. And you have been watching the games and seeing that they have been making bad call after bad call after bad call. And everyone's basically been saying, well, they're the replacements, and it hasn't cost anyone a game yet. Well, as everyone in the entire world saw last night, it cost the Green Bay Packers a game. It cost them the game. And who knows what kind of ramifications that's going to have later on in the season, whether it's going to, cause them to miss the playoffs or miss a wild card spot. Who knows? I think that it's completely unacceptable. I think that it's outrageous that 5 people, the 3 referees on the field or whatever, the 5 referees that got together for a conference, saw something different than the entire world. The entire world is seeing the same replay and review that the referees are seeing in the box. And not only did they make the wrong call on the field, but they reviewed it and still made the wrong call. You have to wonder if the replacement referees aren't trying to screw over the NFL so that the other referees get the contract that they want, so that the owners give in and give the referees everything that they want. You have to wonder about that, because it's absolutely asinine that these guys can see the same play as the rest of the world. The entire world is watching sports. The entire sports world is watching this play and saying that is BS. That is the wrong call. Everyone sees it. The team sees it. The players see it. The Seattle Seahawks are trying to play it off like they actually caught the ball and actually won the game and actually deserve to win the game. It's absolutely ridiculous. And it's disgusting that this is pro sports and that these people are getting paid. They're getting paid millions of dollars to play this sport, and the referees are screwing everything up. Nobody even wants to watch football anymore. This is professional sports, and the referees are getting paid tons of money as well. All they have to do is make the calls when they see them. I want to know what they're looking at that we're not seeing. What did they see in the review booth, I guess I should say, the review booth that we can't see? What did they see that's not being shown on SportsCenter a million times over and over again? Because everyone on SportsCenter, everyone, the NFL players, the coaches, everyone knows it was the wrong call. Everyone knows that Green Bay should have won the game. Are they going to overturn the game? No, they're probably not going to overturn the game. Roger Goodell I have choice words for how he's running the NFL, and none of them are good. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And whenever I woke up this morning, I was still just as pissed whenever I saw SportsCenter again this morning as I was last night when I went to bed, because something like that actually changed the outcome of the game unfairly. There's literally no words for it, and so that's it. That's my rant, and I'm done talking about it. Unless you have a comment, you can leave it in the comment section below. But that's about it, guys. I'll talk to you guys later.